Hello friends, we have been learning parts of speech and today we are going to learn pronoun. Pronoun is a word used instead of noun. That means it's a substitute or alternative for noun. When we think of pronoun, these things are very important. First, second and third person, singular and plural. What is this? That first person is a speaking person. For example, I am speaking with you. So I am the first person. I'm speaking to you. So you is the second person. That means spoken to person is second person. And if we both are talking about the third person or any other thing, then that is third person. If speaking or spoken to person or spoken of is only one, then it is singular. If it is more than, if they are more than one, then it is plural. So it's first person, second person and third person, singular and plural. Now let's see the kinds of pronouns. The first kind is subjective case. They are also known as nominative pronouns. Please look at the first column. Subjects perform an action in a sentence. So they are used in the beginning of the sentence. Which are the subjective case pronouns? I, we, you, they, he, she, it. You must have noticed we begin our sentences with I, we, you, they, he, she, or it. Now next one is objective case. Please look at the second column. These pronouns we use in the objective part. Objects are nothing but on whom or on which an action happens. So that means, for example, I am giving you a pen. So I am giving, that is what I is subject because I is performing an action. Give is a verb, that means an action, and a pen is a direct object. It's an object because action happens on a pen, as well as there is I am giving you a pen. So you also an action is happening, and that's why you is an indirect object. So there are basically direct and indirect objects. So these objects we use, direct objects can also be something, they can be uh, some non-living thing. Me, us, you, they, you, them, him, her, or it. They are objective case pronouns. They are used as objects. Now next one is possessive pronoun. There are possessive pronouns and possessive adjective both. What is the difference between them? According to the pronoun or adjective, I mean possessive pronoun or adjective, their places change. Places in a sentence. That means if I want to use mine in a sentence, I will say this book is mine. If I want to use my, then I'll use this is my book, because book is noun and my is an adjective in this sentence. Here this book is mine, this is an adjective and book is a noun. So mine is possessive pronoun. So basically the meanings of the sentences do not change, just the places change and they matter. So let's see which are the possessive pronouns. Mine, ours, yours, theirs, his, hers, its. Now, here in the possessive adjectives, they are always used before noun, and possessive pronouns are always used in the end of the sentence. That is the difference. So, first possessive adjective is my, our. Please look at the fourth column. Your, their, his, her, and its. Now next one is emphatic or reflexive pronoun. Emphatic. What does it indicate? That means it emphasizes on the action. If I use, for example, if I use myself, immediately after subjective case pronoun or nominative pronouns in a sentence, if I say, that means I myself did this, completed this project. So that means I'm emphasizing on the action that I myself, nobody else helped me. So to emphasize that myself completed, nobody else helped in that, I use I myself completed this project. So this is emphatic pronoun. And so these are myself, ourselves. Please look at the fifth column. Myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, themselves, himself, herself, and itself. Now if we use myself at the end, that means these pronouns at the end of the sentence, then they become reflexive pronoun. For example, I cut myself. If I say I cut myself, that means that is not emphasizing on the action, but so I cut myself, that is an example of reflexive pronoun, because here subject and that reflexive pronoun are the same. I and myself, subject and object are the same, so that is a reflexive pronoun. Now next one is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun, as the name suggests, it demonstrates or points or shows something. So whenever we show something, some object, then we use demonstrative pronoun. This, that, these, those. There are only 4 demonstrative pronouns. This is used for the singular nearby object. That means if there is a chair near me, I will say this is a chair, and it is considered that I'm showing that this is a chair. I'm showing that chair or pointing that chair. That means, okay. Now next is that. It is used for the distant object, distant singular object. So we use that is, okay, that is or table. Next one is these. These are chairs. Now I have changed the verb, that has become are. And the next one is those. Those are tables. That means there are more than one table, and I have used here are after those, because it is those is plural noun. Okay, more than one. Now next one is interrogative or relative. Interrogative is used, they are WH words. Okay, whenever WH words are used in a sentences like who, whom, which, whose, that, then they are interrogative pronouns or relative pronouns. But the meanings are different. In interrogative pronouns, there are the questions. So, meanings of them, of those sentences, become questions. Okay, they become questions. But in relative pronoun, they are used to point or to talk again about the subject. For example, I met the person, okay, I met the person who gave me the gift. I met the person who. Here, who is what? Relative pronoun. That means I met the person. I'm talking about the person. Sorry, I'm talking about the person. So I met the person who gave me the gift. So here, by using who, I'm again relating that who to the person. That means to the subject I talked about earlier. Now next one, who, whom, which, whose, and that. In this way only we use these pronouns as well. You are supposed to guess these pronouns in a sentence. Now next one is indefinite. Indefinite pronouns are, as the name suggests, they are not definite pronouns. That means they do not specify any particular person or thing. So let's see their examples. That is one, every, some, both, few, all, etc. Now here we use this in a sentence. Someone knocked on the door. Okay, so that is what? Someone. No one. No one paid attention to him. So here I have used here only one, but there can be no one, everyone, someone. In the similar way, nobody, somebody, everybody. Okay, here everyone. I have used here, written here only every. So there can be everything, everyone, or everybody. Okay, they do not specify any particular person or thing, right? Now next one is some, somebody, something. Okay, in this way. Both we use for two things or two persons. Okay, next one is few, for few people, when there are not many people and when there is not one person, then we use few. Okay, and next is all, so we talk about all. So distributive pronouns refer to something one at a time. Okay, they are not used as collectively. For example, each. Here I'm not talking about everyone um, collectively, but I'm talking about individually, but there are more than one. That is the difference. So I'm not talking about it collectively. Here each, either, neither, or neither. Now let's learn reciprocal pronoun. In this, each other and one another. These both reciprocal pronouns are mostly used. Here, in this type of pronoun, two or more persons receive benefits simultaneously. That means they are in a mutual relationship, both the participants are. Okay, so that is reciprocal pronoun. That means when we say, so for example, they support one another or they support each other. Here, both the participants receive benefits simultaneously, and it shows the mutual relationship between them. So, that is a reciprocal pronoun. With this, we have completed pronoun and its all kinds. So, I hope you understand this and like this video. If you like, please hit that like button and comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video.